multiplication of functions, no? So function, no, can be either algebraic or non-algebraic, no? So pag sinabing non-algebraic, so it is also called as the transcendental function. So it include trigonometric functions, inverse trigonometric functions, exponential, logarithmic, hyperbolic, and inverse hyperbolic. So focus tayo sa algebraic function, no? So algebraic function is one form by a finite number of algebraic operations on the identity and constant function. So these algebraic operations so include addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, raising to powers, and extracting roots. So polynomial and rational functions are particular kinds of algebraic function. Then we have the constant function, no? Whose range consists only of one number, no? So represented by f of x equal to c. No? C is any real number and its graph is a horizontal line. No? So ito yung graph ng constant function. No? If c is greater than 0, so it is above the x-axis. So c mo is positive. So if c is less than 0 or negative, so the graph is below the x-axis. No? So if your c is equal to 0, so that is along the x-axis. No? So that is a constant function. Next, identity function, no? Defined by f of x equal to x. No? So its graph is the line bisecting the first and third quadrants. No? Bisecting the first, ito yun, first quadrant and the third quadrant. So pag sinabing bisect, so i-divide niya into 2. So kung i-measure mo yung angle between the graph of the identity function and the x-axis, no, the angle theta is equal to 45 degrees. No? So that is identity function. So kung nag-drawing ako ng line and the line between the angle between the line and the x-axis is also 45 degrees. No? Identity function ba siya? Matatawag ba siyang identity function?
No, sir.
Yun, very good.
No,
So, hindi po. No? Kasi yung definition niya, no? So, it bisects the first and third quadrant. So, ito, hindi siya identity function. So, anong tawag sa kanya? Kung hindi siya identity function, tawag na linear function. No? So, linear function is defined f of x equal to mx plus b. No? So, where m and b are constants. No? So, it is a graph having a slope m. No? So, yung m is the slope and y-intercept b. So, tawag sa b is y-intercept. No? So, yung first two function, constant and identity function, no, are also a linear function. So, yun. No? So, linear function. So, ito yung graph. If the slope is positive, ito yung graph if the slope is negative. No? So, kapag horizontal yan, so yung slope mo is 0. That is a constant function. Marunong ba mag-graph ng linear function? Marunong po?
Marunong po.
Hindi na?
Yes, sir.
Marunong. No? Dahil lang naman yan.
Yes, sir.
Kunin mo si
Yes, sir.
y-intercept, no? 0, y. Lima ito. Tapos rise over rad. So from y-intercept, so rise ka, then run. Okay. So that is a linear function. Then polynomial function. No? So polynomial function, so pwede siyang quadratic, cubic. No? Pag quadratic, so degree of 2, cubic, third degree. Then ito, so fourth degree polynomial function. So ito po si polynomial, no? Then rational function, no? Quotient of two polynomial function, no? So it is in the form of y is equal to f of x over g of x. Okay? G of x should not be equal to 0, no? Kapag nag-0 yung denominator mo, the function is undefined, no? So if the quotient cannot be simplified as one polynomial, no, the graph usually is continuous, no? May putol sa graph, no? So the discontinuity may be caused by a missing point, no? Or by infinity. So tandaan yung two types of discontinuity. So it can be a missing point or by infinity. No? Example of missing point discontinuity. No, ito. Sa first graph. So nakita natin may open circle. Nakita ba? So may open circle sa graph. No? So ibig sabihin, no, at value of x, no, x mo dyan, no, the function is undefined. No? So yung equation natin, so x squared minus 1 over x plus 1. No? So the number that will make the denominator 0 is negative 1. Diba? So kapag negative 1 plus 1, no, yung denominator mo, 0. Tama? No? So negative 1 will make the function undefined. No? So kapag rinap mo, no, at x equal to negative 1, meron kang open circle. Meron kang discontinuity. So ibig sabihin dyan, at x equal to negative 1, the function is undefined. And therefore, meron kang missing point discontinuity. Okay. Then, second and third graphs. So that is an example of infinity. No? Discontinuity by infinity. Ayan. So next, we have discrete functions. So written in the form y is equal to square root of f of x and whose graphs may vary along half conics. So pwede semi-parabola, semi-circle, semi-ellipse, or semi-hyperbola. No? So di ba yung example natin kanina, y is equal to square root of x. So semi-parabola siya, halimbawa ito, semi-parabola. Kasi pag pinul parabola mo yan, hindi na siya function. No? So meron ka same value ng x. No? So definition natin ng function, no two ordered pairs have the same first coordinate. Kaya ang graph ng square root function, half-half lang. Pero half conics. Yun po. Naintindihan po? Kung bakit half conics? So ito, pag pinul mo yan, full circle, no, may repetition doon sa value ng x. No? So next, the absolute value function. So that is y is equal to absolute value of f of x. So ang graph niya is v. Yan po. Yung v. Ano yung domain niyo dyan? No? So domain mo, all real numbers. Yung range mo, ano yung range? Resulting values. 0 to positive infinity. No? The next piecewise function, no? So defined by several functions. So other piecewise function can be a combination of different algebraic functions. No? Basta ano siya, combination of functions, no? Si piecewise function. Halimbawa dito sa first figure, so it is a combination of constant functions. No? So f of x is equal to negative 1 if x is less than 0. So ito yun. Then, f of x 0 if x equal to 0. So ito, yung nasa origin. Then, f of x is 1 if x is greater than 0. No? So ito yun. No? So, combination of constant functions. Then, the second graph, no, is combination of quadratic and linear function. No? So, f of x equal to negative x squared plus 2 if x is equal or less than 2. No? So, ito yung graph niya, yung parabola. Then, x minus 6 over 2 if x is greater than 2. So, ito naman yun. No? Yung straight line. No? So, for a piecewise function, no, binibigay na si domain. No? Binibigay na yung value na x. No? So, hindi mo na kailangan hanapin pa. No? So, that is a piecewise function. No? So, yun po. So, tandaan, no? Ma-limit nating magamit to. Piecewise. Then, classification of function as odd or even. No? So, we have two definitions. So, definition 1, a function f is an even function if for every x in the domain of f of negative x equal to f of x. So if we evaluate the function at negative x, the resulting function is f of x. The function is even. Then, definition 2, a function f is an odd function if for every x in the domain of f of negative x equal to negative f of x. No? So that is odd function. So kapag yung in-evaluate natin yung function and hindi nyo na-satisfy itong definition 1 or itong definition 2, so the function is neither odd nor even. No? So yun po. So odd, even, neither odd nor even. No? So yun po. Tandaan natin itong definition na to. F of negative x equal to f of x, even function. F of negative x equal to negative f of x, odd function. Halimbawa, f of x equal to 3x raised to 4 minus 2x squared plus 7. So determine whether the function is odd or even. So first, evaluate natin siya at negative x. So f of negative x, so equal to, substitute lang natin itong negative x doon sa x sa given function. So 3 times negative x raised to 4 minus 2 times negative x squared plus 7. No? Simplify. So negative x raised to 4. So positive x raised to 4. So times 3. So 3x raised to 4. Negative x squared. So that is positive x squared times negative 2. Negative 2x squared. And plus 7. So check natin. No? Kung ito ba is f of x. So tignan mo yung given function na f of x. So first term, 3x raised to 4. 3x raised to 4. Second term, negative 2x squared, negative 2x squared. Third term, 7, 7. The resulting values is equal to f of x. So, f of negative x equal to f of x. No, ano yung definition na nasatisfy niya? So, that is definition number 1. No? So, therefore, f is even function. So, f of x equal to 2x raised to 4 plus 7x cubed minus x squared plus 9. So, determine if the function is odd or even. So, anong unang gagawin? So, evaluate at negative x. So, 2 times negative x raised to 4 plus 7 times negative x raised to 3 minus negative x squared plus 9. So negative x raised to 4, positive x raised to 4. So meron kang 2x raised to 4. Negative x raised to 3. So negative x cubed times 7. So negative 7x cubed. Negative x squared. So positive x squared times negative. So negative x squared plus 9. No? Tama? Tama? Yung resulting values
Apo.
natin.
Apo, sir.
Po, sir.
Yes po.
Check natin kung equal siya sa given function. First term, 2x raised to 4. So check. Negative 7x cubed, positive 7. So, hindi sila magkapareha sa second term. Third term, negative x squared, parehas. 9, positive 9. So, equal ba sila? Equal?
Hindi po.
Hindi po.
Hindi po.
No?
Hindi po,
So,
sir. Hindi po.
f of negative x is not equal to f of x. No? So, hindi siya even function. So, masasabi ba natin na odd function siya?
Hindi rin po.
So, hindi rin po. So, kailangan natin i-check kung masasatisfy niya si definition number 2. No? So, definition number 2, f of negative x equal to negative f of x. No? So, factor out natin negative sign. So, negative times negative 2x raised to 4 plus 7x cubed plus x squared minus 9. No? Parehas ba? F of x pa rin ba to? Oh, 2x raised to 4, negative 2x raised to 4. So, hindi sila parehas. So, hindi niya na-satisfy yung given definition. So, f of negative x is not equal to negative f of x. No? So, therefore, the function is neither odd nor even. No? So, ayun. May tanong? No? Diba? Ayun.
Apo, sir.
If none of definition 1 and 2 exists, then the function f is neither odd or nor even. No? Right. No? Then, thus, f of x equal to 3x raised to 5 minus 4x cubed minus 9x. So, check natin. So, f of negative x equal to 3 times negative x raised to 5 minus 4 times negative x cubed minus 9 times negative x. So 3 times negative x raised to 5. So negative x raised to 5. So times 3, negative 3x raised to 5. Negative x cubed. So that is negative times positive 4. So negative 4. So plus 4x cubed. Then negative 9 times negative x. So positive 9x. So nasatisfy ba si definition 1?
Hindi po.
So f of negative x, no, is not equal to f of
F of
x. No? So
X.
try natin definition 2. So factor out negative sign. So negative times 3x raised to 5 minus 4x cubed minus 9x. No? So parehas sila. So nasatisfy niya si second definition. So that is f of negative x equal to negative f of x. So therefore, f is odd function. No? So yun po. May tanong?
Wala po, sir.
Wala po. Wala po.
Opo, sir.
Wala po. Wala pa, no? So basic pa lang, no? Maning-mani, sir. No? So next, no? So we can classify a function if it is odd or even by its graph, no? So graphically, so an even function is one whose graph is symmetric with respect to the y-axis. So, while an odd function is symmetric with respect to the origin. No? So, example, x squared. No? So, even function. So, meron kang parabola. So, parabola, so symmetric to y-axis. So, that is even function. No? X cubed, odd function. No? So, the graph is symmetric with respect to the origin. So, kung hindi siya symmetric sa y-axis or sa origin, no? So, the graph is neither odd nor even. So, yun po yung example. Then we have the vertical line test. So, check natin if the graph represent a function or not. No? So, a vertical line intersects the graph of a function in at most one point. No? Or if the vertical line intersect the graph at only one point. No, graph of the function. No? So, dapat one point lang. So, halimbawa ito. No? So, graph 1. No? So, this represent a function. So, ito, function din. So, ito, no? It intersects the graph at 2 points. No? So, this is not a function. So, yun po. No? So, dapat, isa lang. No? Diba nga, sabi sa definition natin, no two ordered pairs have the same first coordinate. No? So, dito sa graph na to, so, parehas ng first coordinate. No? Parehas sila ng x. No? X. Yeah. Parehas sila. No? Kaya nag-intersect siya sa 2 points. So, this is not a function. No? So, yun po.